I was 13 years old and
Mm-hmm.
was out in the farm, and the yard that we had to go through had 2 gates because of the livestock. And I opened, closed one gate, and I was running ahead to get the 6th gate Dad was headed for. And I stepped on a rock or something and it sent me sprawling right into the rotary hull. And then, well, my brother was there too. They lifted it off of me. It didn't have wheels on it. And they lifted, Dad and him lifted it. It was just a 2-row rotary hull, wasn't big, wasn't very big. And they picked it up and held it till I got myself turned back out of that hole. You grab the teeth and turn them backwards by hand. Anyway, after it was all over with and everything got back to normal, my dad and brother went out there to see if they could lift that hole up. They couldn't lift it up. And Dad didn't know where to go or what to do, and then he heard about this guy at Marshalltown, which was Ori Ball. So he got a telephone number from somebody, and he called him, and Ori told us to come out. And he fitted me for a leg, not that day, but later fitted me for a leg, and he says, when I get the leg built, I'll bring the leg out to where you live at. So we asked Dad the address and where it was at. And one day he called, here he comes, and he put my leg on, or showed me how to put my leg on in the house, and I started to try to walk, and I fell down. Finally, after a while, I got to where I could walk across the room and back, and he said, you're doing better, you'll get okay. Anyway, before he left, he looked at me and says, kid, if I ever hear you rocking with a cane or a crutch, I'm going to come right back here and break them over your head because you don't need them. And he was right. He said, worst thing you can do is baby yourself.
Sure.
And that's how it turned out, and he was right. I had shoulder harnesses, and of course back then the way they hooked on, they're sloppy. When you walk, they're sloppy, but when you're younger, it didn't bother you. What the hell? And then I broke it so many times. One time I was carrying a basket of eggs in the basement and tripped to the floor and fell and broke the eggs. And Mom said, you ain't getting the eggs anymore. Anyway, broke the leg, and that was a wooden leg. And then I got a different one. It was hooked with a belt, and it was a little better than the shoulder harnesses. And I think in 1959, and I could be off a year, is when I got the suction leg, which fit tight. They're more severe, but some people couldn't wear them because they're too severe. I got along good until I got older. Got this leg because they're more severe, suction or whatever. And when you get old, your skin, so I went to this leg. Andy.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much Andy all the time.
Okay.
I don't remember. Andy's been here 9 years or something like that, he told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Very, very nice person. And he only grew up about 8 miles from me, where he grew up.
That's right.
Yes, just like anybody, it does bother you. But I made my mind up, I'm gonna do what I can do and do it. And I did. I put 4 farms together I bought. Back then. Everybody kept telling me, you can't farm, you can't do this, you can't do that. Hell with you, I'm gonna do it. It's hard to explain because I'm not good at something like this, but just go with the attitude that you're gonna do what you can do, and don't let it bother you so much it ruins, what you're thinking. Just go for it and do it. If you can't do it, you can't do it.